Yeah, man, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. With that little Amy Star nose, though, Jesus Christ. Yeah, she was one of my favorite groupies to fuck around with. Massive, massive, massive. Like I told you, gynecomastia, E cup titty. I don't know if it's that, but E cup, fucking beautiful, fucking titties. She was slightly autistic, probably Asperger's or something. But she was always the sweetest girl. She's not like that anymore. Now I think she outgrew that. She was very shy, and I fell in love with her face a long time ago. She used to follow me around everywhere I went, and it made me feel good. And she would call me every day on the telephone. Come over here and fuck me. It's like, wow. I knew her when she had no titties and some green hair, and I love that face. I just fell in love with her. You know, that beautiful fucking Amy Star face. She had the cutest nose ever. Just throw ropes across that fucking face. You little pig bitch. Ah! Just tons of fun. She would just sit there, lay there, and let you have your way with her. I used to have to fuck her in the dark because she was so fucking hot with the perfect fuck faces, the giant fucking titties that were just swinging udders up and down. When you fucked her, they would go up to her neck and then flow back down. You know what I'm saying? Like, and her ass would shimmy too. And there's so much ass and so much titty and tiny waist. And she had that big star tattoo on her belly. And I just remember in the morning light all the time fucking her at the end of the night and just watching the titties swing right up to her face, come back down with each pump, pull it out and blast that fucking face right across the eyes, lips, and nose. My kind of shit. I like that. That's a good girl. Used to fuck her with her panties on all the time. I just loved that. If she was wearing them, I couldn't take it. She'd come to the parties and the titties would, and she would pull them out. I just remembered this too. They were only a C, probably just a D cup back then. But yeah, Nick, she used to take Nick in the bathroom, and Nick used to fuck around with her. We all did. We loved her. That's what it was all about in the rock and roll days. That's what groupies look like. That's what good pussy looks like. And I was such a fucking such a retard back then. I used to put her clothes back on for her. Well, no, I probably would do the same thing because you're talking about a room full of dudes, like bouncers, our bouncers and our doormen and our roadies. And looking back, I would have excused them. I would have been like, everybody get the fuck out of here. Me and Nick are gonna double team fucking Amy Star. I miss Nick. Me and Nick used to trade bitches. You get close like that. Nick doesn't ever get talked about, and all his tapes seem to have vanished. But one of the most talented bass players ever, and I mean talented live. Any bass line I wrote back then, he could play. And the shit I was writing was off the chain. I was obsessed with McCartney still, and I was doing my best to have a million fucking notes and shit. Obsessed with Rancid's bass player, obsessed with Mike Dirnt, and I was just doing my best to put a billion fucking notes in. He could do that. But yeah, I remember. I just had that flashback. I could still see it in my mind in the back of J Street. You get a couple drinks in her, and she'd start taking her clothes off. And me and Nick should have just blasted her. I don't think we could have fit two of us in that bathroom. We should have just put her on the stage and fucked her right there in the room, looking back. Yeah. And then you'd have my girlfriend Sue taking off her top, showing off her piercings. Who wants to see my clit piercing? Bitch, if you take your pants down in this room, it's over. Caught Sue in the back with with the bouncer. I'm like, you guys, get the fuck out. Give me that Amy face. I miss jerking off to Amy on Facebook. Thinking about that, just massive E cup titties. Do you understand what I'm saying? On a little frame, and fucking her on my couch at State Street too. And just with each thrust, those mammoth jugs swinging back up to her chin and neck and swinging back down. Her putting them together. Always had to turn out the lights because you just can't look at that. Doing her doggy. Very good pussy. Very clean pussy. Fucking loved it. She's getting tons of loads. Oh, my dick. I gotta beat off to Amy now. Fucking Amy face covered. Miss Amy. Those are the best punk rock girls ever. Amy was a wicked, before punk rock, she was wicked into Nirvana. And just like 2 years later, she got those titties, and I come over to her house all the time. I was friends with her father and her mother. Her mother died young. It's terrible. But you go into Amy's room, and she'd be there in her little Scottish tartan dress, and with her legs up and just bald pussy staring at you. Hey, what's up? And you're like, oh my God. And sometimes she'd be sitting there with her boyfriend. I remember bringing Vince over from Heritage one time too, and he's like, yo, dude, her pussy was hanging out the whole time. My dick was throbbing. Her boyfriend's sitting right there. I'm like, yeah, that's Amy for you. You know, she doesn't even mean to do it. She's just cool like that. I'm just chilling. Oh yeah, I don't have any panties on. Holy shit. Walking around with no bra, and it's like, you need to put a bra on. Those titties are mammoth. Yeah, but Amy cum facials. That's what it's all about at the end. Finishing on that face. Little star-bellied sneech. We'll be running the trains. We got to get Nick back together for the anniversary. We could do Amy again. I'll never forget my dick between those E-cup titties, and that was the first. My dick was almost lost in them. It felt so good though. I mean, you don't know how big E-cups are, do you? With shit, and they were so soft and beautiful. She had the bangs too. Throwing loads on that bitch. We got to take it back to the '90s.